One of the first things I noticed when I bought this used Fender Stratocaster is that I could hear the strings pinging in the nut when I was tuning it. And that's not good because that means the string is holding more tension on one side of the nut than the other, and that makes tuning just about impossible. The only good choice of action here is to replace the nut with a better one. After doing a little research, I decided to go with the GrafTech TUSQ nut. All of the comments I've seen on this nut said that it's very tough, it's made dimensionally very accurate, and it has a bunch of Teflon in it, so it's very slick to the strings. First thing we have to do is relax the tension on the strings. In most cases, you really don't have to take the strings completely off of the guitar. Usually you can relax the tension by several turns, and that gives you plenty of room to get the nut out from under them. Here I put an old wooden shim against the side of the nut and then wrap that with a wooden mallet to knock the nut loose. That's usually all you really have to do. Then you can work it out of the slot from under the strings. And right here I discovered that I could have loosened these strings up a couple of more turns. After cleaning the slot out, I tried the new GrafTech nut in the slot and found out that it's just a little bit too wide for the slot. I needed to take this down just a little bit. So I took the nut out and rubbed its flat face on some sandpaper a little bit to reduce its thickness just a little bit. Then I reinstalled the nut in the slot and put the two outside strings and their notches in the nut and tightened them down. We just want to approximate regular tuning tension on the strings. Then we put a capo across the strings at the second fret. That lets us check the distance between the top of the first fret and the bottom of the string. In this case, the instructions call for 10,000ths on the bass side and 6,000ths on the treble side, and I had a little bit more than that. I only need to remove a few thousandths, so I'm going to rub the bottom of the nut on some 320 grit paper. Then I could reinstall the nut in the slot and retension the string so we can check this height again. This setting's important, so we want to take our time and get it right. Then I can put the capo back on and check the dimensions again. This time the measurements came out fine, so I removed the nut and put a drop of regular wood glue underneath it, worked it into the glue, and then went ahead and tuned the guitar. Look at it once more to be sure the nut hasn't tilted during tuning, and you're ready to go back and start playing.